First thing I want to do is just make sure I have proportions right. So you'll notice this is just a little scribble. This little footy. Okay, that's close enough. So now I can actually just draw a profile of this thing. What I'm doing is just flat, just like I was cutting out a silhouette out of paper. These little things, you sort of have to be careful about these curves. Make sure you got them right, because you can get wrong real quick with these. And then they start to grow. I don't know if you've painted portraits, but heads always grow. Whoops, too much, too soon. And try not to draw, if you're going to draw this at all, try not to draw it with the edge of the brush like this. You use the flat side and just keep building up until you think you've got it. Whatever else is going on there, I can do with background. Okay, then the foot is actually a little smaller than I thought. Good enough to start with. Go right up to it. Just kind of scrub it in there. Well, as you can sort of see it, you're okay. I've lost the foot, but that's okay. I know where it is. I'm going to go right in with the background color here so I can carve it out. I have to stand for this. I can't see down there. Carving out is fun.
Now, did you add something to the paint there?
Yeah, this is a little yellow.
That's a thin green mix, is it?
Yeah, it's thin green mix, and then I mixed some green mix with that orangey yellow. Actually, it is yellow-orange. Okay, now I gotta find that foot again. I just wanted to get this background in pretty quick. To get some room here to put the handle. Sit down again so I can see this foot. Sorry about that. Okay, it goes a little bit up. And over. It's got this nice little curve here. This isn't going to be anatomically perfect, but hell, it's okay. This is kind of a nice lesson in working the background and the object at the same time, so you get both of them right. That way you get the shapes a little bit better than if you tried to just draw them in a too detailed sort of way. And you can start seeing how these little negative spaces are actually shaped. Okay. Let's get a handle. I'm trying to decide what to paint the handle with. Got wonderful bumps and lumps in it. It goes up like that. You've got this little line on it. and it comes this way and around. And kind of has a little thing going on like that. And then the rest of it comes down like so and hits right in there. This maybe is a little more curvy. So then the next thing I want to do is get some white going, right? I got this edge coming down like this, and then going up like so.
Is that white?
Yeah, that's white. And, okay, where's that other brush? This one. I'm trying to go down there again to see what I could actually see back there. And actually, you see a little bit of that showing. And then down in here, again, kind of a highlight situation right there. Not quite that bright, but that's okay too. Let's just work it all the way down. Okay. And there's two ways to do pewter. You can either do it on a dry surface or on a wet surface. On a wet surface, it's a little bit harder, but it can be done. There we go. The one thing you don't want to do when you're painting pewter or silver is start with a big gray blob, because shadows on metal are always darker than they seem to be. And that's the only way to get them to work, is to start very, very dark and build up on them. And I'm just sort of looking at the shape that light is making. Here are the big highlights again. Pretty light all the way over there because it's in full light. And the little bottom here is kind of cool. Light. Light. I'm going to flatten this brush out, see if I can't make that third little one come out right. There we go. And what's happening here is kind of a pretty shadow effect on here that kind of comes down and marches down that foot like that, which is really kind of pretty. And then we've got some big honky highlights here. We've got a big one here and a big one there and there. And then what we're seeing in this curved surface down here is a reflection of that foot, which is really kind of cool. And it goes up like that. And you're also seeing the highlight in it, a reflection of that. So, go and put some more light in here. And that light kind of creeps up a little bit up into here, so I'm going to float some up there. I'll just come in and make this considerably brighter here. And you can kind of float it around here because it is a curved surface.
You say it's easier to do it dry. How do you get the blending with that?
You don't blend. You just kind of rub the paint on there, kind of like this, you know. I can show you on another piece there. Take some real heavy hunks of paint to make this highlight here, because it really needs to be just pure paint. And one back here on this edge as well. And Trying to get enough paint on there. And here there's a little bit of a reflection from the handle on the pot. There and there. And that's pretty much it. But, you know, for all practical purposes, it's a dark shape with lots of highlight. And when you put those highlights in there, like on the handle, you don't want to go and mess with them again. You know, you just lay it and leave it. There you go. It's pewter. Lovely. Took 10 minutes.